and how pleased we are to be able to represent it for this person. He's a barn VIP, the one and only motorsport legend. And welcome back this week. I'm Gaston Rossato. This is season 7, episode 15. That marks the last episode for this season. That's right. Check out our channel for a full archive of incredible videos. Today we have something very special for you, a 1983 911 Turbo, the 930, with some very, very special provenance. I think you'll be excited to learn who currently owns this car, motorsports legend. Join me for the ride. Let's talk about it a little more. Hit that subscribe button. Thank you for sticking around and joining me on this ride. Let's get a feel for what this 930 is all about. Let's talk about who owns the car currently and how pleased we are to be able to represent it for this person. He's a barn VIP, the one and only motorsport legend, Eddie Irvine. I grew up watching Eddie on the television, running alongside Michael Schumacher while he raced with Ferrari Formula 1. He has an incredible motorsport history, not just only with Ferrari. You know, we're pleased to offer this car and represent it for Eddie. Eddie is a true car guy. He has a wonderful collection, and yes, most of his cars are made up of blue colored, just like this. This is the Persian blue, a beautiful color, a color that's very interesting in the sense that it actually changes shades depending on the lighting, whether it be interior lighting or out in the natural sunlight or even at night. I've seen it look kind of purplish, a little bit metallic, even almost black in some cases. The car is what they call a rest of the world example, not a US spec. And you see some of those elements throughout, like the amber turn signals, unlike the American cars that are all red in the rear, the flush bumpers. You know, I'm a personal fan of those elements. I think it really just gives it a fine touch. Another great feature of the car that I personally like, again, is the illumination of the sunroof. So a sunroof elite car, something that is very much sought after amongst enthusiasts, mostly for the weight saving benefits. And as far as I'm concerned, it's one less thing to break. I've always said it before, many times, the 930 is my favorite G-body car. I think they're just stunning between that whale tail and those fender flares. The car really, you know, it marks an era. It's up there with the Countach, it's up there with the Testarossa. It's a poster car. Right now we're doing about 55 miles an hour on a third gear. And we have about 3,000, around 60 miles an hour, 3,000 RPM. And if I punch it, it's not gonna be huge, but it really starts to come alive right above that 3,500, 4,000 RPM mark. You really get that turbo going, and you start to see what the 930 really is all about. The car currently has 49,766 miles on the odometer as we're rolling through here. That is miles. The car was brought into the US very early in its life and was federalized, so that had to be replaced. We do believe that is the original mileage to the car. In fact, the condition of the car throughout is very consistent with that mileage. Eddie, when he bought the car, he took it to a marque specialist in Boca, where he got a complete and full tune-up. It had a valve cover gasket replacement, valve adjustment, CV boots replaced, clutch cable replaced, gearbox bushings replaced, steering wheel bushings replaced. So the car drives very tight, very nice. He certainly did not go cheap on sorting the car properly, because it was his, or is rather, his personal vehicle. And the idea was originally that he was going to ship this car imported to Ireland, where it was going to join the rest of his collection and his beautiful home and his glass garage that's just overlooking beautiful scenery. Check out his personal Instagram to see what I'm talking about. So here we are today with the car available for sale, and we couldn't be happier to represent it, to drive it, to enjoy it, and now to finally share it with you all and hopefully find it a new home. All right, guys, I want to thank you one more for joining us, or me rather, today. We missed Renzo on this episode. Please hit that subscribe, hit that like button, check out our archive of all different videos, and if you have any interest in this vehicle, please feel free to reach out. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, or even right here on YouTube. Till next week, I'm Gaston Rossato.